police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
What up, low?
Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Good morning, good afternoon. You know what I'm saying? Good morning on the West Coast, but you know what I'm saying? Good afternoon on the East Coast. We are live. That is right. We are live. I am back. Look, I wanted to go live the other day, and you know what I'm saying? I'll get into that later on, but hey, salute to everybody that's out there in Raider Nation. You know, I got to start off with the Raider Twuan brown cracker salute. Salute to everybody. Blessings on blessings this day. We got a few things we got to talk about, you know what I'm saying, as people are rolling in, as people are getting in, you know what I'm saying, for this conversation and for this dialogue. You know what I'm saying? I'm here live because I want to interact with y'all today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here. Look, I'll tell you guys, I wanted to go live the other day and I had okay, so you know, for those that have glasses, every once in a while you got to do like eye exam, and sometimes they dilate your eyes to see, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on, right, with your eyes, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to this, and my appointment was early, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go in, you know what I'm saying, to the appointment. My doctor's going, you know what I'm saying, dilate my eyes, whatever. And then it's all good. You know what I'm saying? No problem. I'll go live, you know what I'm saying, a couple of hours after my appointment, right? Because my appointment, again, was early. So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let me because I wanted to talk about what I'm talking about today. And actually, I got another live that I want to put out, but we'll talk about that later. But I had, you know, had my eyes dilated, went home, and I started trying to look at my my stuff for the live. And I was like, man, I can't read this. Like, man, I mess around and be over here not even reading the chat. You know what I'm saying? Things ain't going right. You know, somebody might, you know, Cool Kev might be cussing somebody out and I can't even read it. You know, so this live, you guys, I wanted to do because I want to talk about the Niners. I want to talk about the first preseason game. Okay. And we're gonna unpack it all. We're gonna unpack, you know what I'm saying, them at training camp. We're gonna unpack, you know, the preseason, the first game of the preseason. And definitely I want to see what your guys' expectations are. You know what I'm saying? And move that forward. If I got any mods, definitely go ahead and share this video out to the respected platforms. Because I want you guys to talk. I'm gonna talk to you, but I want you guys to talk back to me, okay? And part of you guys talking back to me is also you know what I'm saying, putting it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We want you to be active over here at Raider Twuan. We definitely want you to be active here. So, you know, remember, ask Twuan. You know what I'm saying? If you have any Raider related or life related questions, you can always put your question in the chat with hashtag, with all caps, ask Twuan. Okay. And if it's a good question, then I'll snag it and then I'll make a video on it. And I'm not gonna release, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give you all the sauce, but you know what I'm saying, you might want to look out, you know what I'm saying, make sure the notification bell is on for sure, because there might be an Ask Twuan that might be coming out real soon. Real soon. Real soon. So yeah, be ready for that, definitely. But I want you guys to talk to me, talk back to me. And again, if you guys have any related life or Raider related questions, you know what I'm saying, ask those questions. That may not, you know, questions that are outside of this live. You know what I'm saying, and put it in the chat. If you want to ask me about the safeties and put Ask Twuan, then I'll, you know what I'm saying, I might look at that and break down something for you. But yeah, I can't wait till you guys see what we got going on. Definitely. But we're in training camp. We are in the first preseason game, going against, you know what I'm saying, the Santa Clara Niners. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call them, because that's where they at. They in Santa Clara. They is not in San Francisco. They is in Santa Clara. So Santa Clara Niners. And they are at our facilities. They are checking out our facilities. They're drinking our Gatorade, using our equipment. You know what I'm saying? All of that. But again, there's something there that, oh my gosh, there's so much that we got to unpack today, definitely in this live, regarding training camp, but also the preseason. Definitely. My mind is over here like, oh yeah, we got to talk about that. Oh yeah, we got to talk about that. Oh yeah, we got to talk about that. Hey, but you know, that's what it is. That's what happens, man, when, you know, you miss a day or so of live. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my eyes were all dilated. I couldn't even read. Dude, I could barely, like, I had my phone. I was like this, trying to read stuff, dog. It was all bad. It was all bad. So I'm glad that my eyes are back, you know what I'm saying, good, you know what I'm saying, as good as possible, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying I got I ain't got no 20/20 vision, but you know, I got something like it, you know what I'm saying. I got, they tens, but I keep them clean though, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Also, while I'm at it, you know what I'm saying, if you need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up on IG at Twuan TWUAN. I say it all the time. Your business is between me, you, and the Lord. I'm not going to be out here putting your business out there in the street. Again, that's not my business to put your business out there in the street either. So, you know, hit me up on IG if you need prayer for you or your family members, and we can talk, and we can also pray. Also, you guys, be a donor. I'm gonna say that again. Be a donor. If you're interested in being a donor, it's always going to be in the description. But also, in the chat, if you are interested in being a donor, you can sign up to be a donor by putting exclamation point DON. If you put that in the chat, it will pop up the link for wherever you are in the nation, wherever state you are. All you have to do is click your state, and then it'll pull up the form, and then you'll be able to access, you know what I'm saying, the information for being a donor. Thank you. And here we go. And it is time. That is right. It is time. It is the Raiders roll call. Okay. I do this every live. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to be involved. I want you guys to get active in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening to this, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and put your name on the roll. That's right. Put your name in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I can give you a good old shout out. OJ Raider, my boy Omar, good to see you, man. Blessings to you. Salute. J Dog, good to see you, man. Good to see you pull up, man. Thank you for showing up, man. Blessings to you on this day. I hope all is well with you. D Menace, man, my mod, my guy. Good to see you, man. Blessings. Thanks for being here, man. He's also my mod on Yes Sir Outdoors. NorCal Raider Jesse, good to see you, man. Blessings to you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for showing up. Again, NorCal Raider Jesse is a mod on Raider Twuan. See who else is in here. Let's see who else is in here. You know, Nightbot is doing what it do. You know what I'm saying? Nightbot is doing what it do. Shout out to Nightbot. Hey, I mean, if you need any legal services, you know what I'm saying, hit up Circus and Associates, you know what I'm saying, and he'll get you straight. Hey, hey, Circus, remind me about that later. We man, you ain't ever lied though. Good to see you though, Circus. Blessings to you, man. I hope all is well. But man, we are at preseason. You know what I'm saying? We are at preseason, first game, and I wanted to ask you guys your predictions and stuff, and your thoughts on the game. Because to be honest with you, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that closer to Sunday. Why? Because Sunday, look, it's my birthday. I won't be trying to, you know what I'm saying, chill. You know what I'm saying? If I decide to go live, it's going to be really at random. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really just trying to enjoy my birthday. You know what I'm saying? If I'm allowed to see my birthday, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the days is not promised to us, right? It's not promised to us at all. So, you know, definitely, yeah, just reflecting on that, man. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to chill on my birthday, not try to do too much YouTube wise. But yeah, it is my birthday. And the Raiders are playing the Niners. The Niners are usually, and I say this about them, even though I'm from the Bay, but I don't like the Niners. But I'll say this because I do observe the NFL teams. the Niners actually have a really well built roster. They are also in a place where they have some issues with their quarterback, and I think they're trying to figure out who's going to be the quarterback, who's going to be healthy to be their signal caller. You know what I'm saying? Rob, good to see you, man. Blessings to you today. I hope all is well. And we definitely have to take that into account. That they may even trot out all their quarterbacks because they're still trying to figure out who's going to be, that guy for them. Our situation, quarterback wise, is obviously Jimmy G. I don't know, the way McDaniels was talking, and that's a whole nother discussion. But the way that McDaniels was over there talking, it was literally, he was dodging, the Jimmy G playing situation. So it definitely is there's a question mark there. There's definitely a question mark on him. But to be honest with you, and this is just my opinion, and you guys can tell me what you guys think, especially when it comes to the quarterback play. To be honest with you, I'd rather just see Chase Garbers and Aiden O'Connell go at it. Because to be honest with you, why trot out Hoyer when we know that Hoyer already knows his offense? And again, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I just don't like Hoyer. You guys let me know. Let me know if I'm tripping. If you know what I'm saying, if I'm tripping that we shouldn't trot out Hoyer. But I would like Aiden O'Connell to go out there, get his run. You know what I'm saying? And definitely Chase Garbers. We know that Chase Garbers is kind of the odd man out when it comes to the quarterback situation. We know that Jimmy G is the starter. We know that, for me, what I've been calling Hoyer is the encyclopedia. You know what I'm saying? And obviously they drafted Aiden O'Connell. So, Chase Garbers is the odd man out. But I do want to see how well, Aiden O'Connell has progressed. I want to see how Aiden O'Connell is getting this down. In his press conference, Aiden O'Connell was talking about how, he's still learning, he's still growing. There's a lot of things that he did in college that, he's realizing that is totally different from the NFL. And that's something that I feel like I need to pat myself on the shoulder, because I've been saying that, just in general, in regards to our rookies, but even more with our quarterback. Like, I know, we've been talking about Jimmy G and his health, and, everybody's like, oh, don't worry about it because we got Aiden O'Connell, and it's like, nah, it's not. I'm sorry, but it's not a plug and play situation, when it comes to Aiden O'Connell and just being a rookie in this offense, and that's the upgrade, just being a rookie in the NFL, it takes tough sledding. That's why when you look at the rookies, whether they were drafted in the first round or drafted in the 7th round and they start, they all take their lumps that first year. I don't, and to my knowledge and recollection, I don't ever remember a rookie going out there, you know what I'm saying, as a starter and tearing it up. You know what I'm saying? They all, in some way, take their lumps. As much as I liked Trevor Lawrence, shout out to you, Spicy. Good to see you. As much as I like Trevor Lawrence and thought that Trevor Lawrence was, you know what I'm saying, he was ready to, you know what I'm saying, he was ready to be a starter. He was ready to command an offense. He was ready to take that next step into the NFL. He still, you know what I'm saying, his first year, he still was taking, you know, he still took those lumps. And Aiden O'Connell has to, you know what I'm saying, as much as we may like it or not, he has to take those lumps. He has to take, you know what I'm saying, the whooping and whatever else comes as a rookie. You know what I'm saying? And there's a big jump, you know what I'm saying? Not in necessarily, I don't want to say in more of the physical thing, because I mean, he's a thrower, he can throw, you know what I'm saying? I don't think nothing's going to change there, but it's more of the mental of, you know what I'm saying, getting down the playbooks, the checks, and not only that, but the speed of the game. That's what, you know what I'm saying, and even from, like, you know, we can talk about almost any sport. We can talk about baseball, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go to T-ball, you know what I'm saying, where the ball is just sitting there, to, you know what I'm saying, farm league, and then farm league is the little kids, and to be honest with you, the only thing that changes is the size of the players and the speed. The ball is going faster, the kids are running faster. You know what I'm saying? Like, it, as years go by, it progresses. So Aiden O'Connell, as a rookie, is taking that next step to the next level, and that speed of the game is faster. That's why, you know what I'm saying, that's why we're hearing from these second year players, you know, the game is slowing down. It seems like things are better. You know what I'm saying? Things are getting better this year than last year. You know what I'm saying? Zeus talked about it, and his expression, he was like, man, like, you know, because he reflected on how he was getting whooped, you know what I'm saying, that first year in the scheme. So now he's in the second year. It slows down. He's more comfortable. He's more acclimated. And we're going to have to allow, I'm not saying Aiden O'Connell needs an entire year, because again, that can fluctuate. But we got to give this rookie time. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to give this rookie time. So back to the quarterback play. I think the 49ers have a real well-rounded roster. I think even when Jimmy G was over there, you know, one of the things I would always say is, you know, they didn't really expect Jimmy G to do much, but not mess up, because that team was a well-run, you know what I'm saying, machine on offense and on defense. But one guy that I'm actually interested to see that's on the other sidelines is Clee. People forget that Clee, you know, Cleveland Farrell is a Niner. OJ said I was looking for Kittle dealing with a strain. I was looking forward to seeing how this defense meshed with, you know, to be honest with you, and certain things like that, I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if they would actually trot out, you know, saying somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? Like Kittle, he's I mean, he's a gamer, but he's that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's the he's one of the main pieces for them. So I don't know if they would trot him out just for health reasons because of, and then also Kittle, as much as we, recognize him for his talents, he's also really up in age too. So, I don't know how they're going to monitor that. I know because in a lot of times with the Niners actually coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like today, they were here today at Henderson. I think a lot of the ones will actually get their run there. And they may treat it that way. So we don't know. McDaniels was acting like Jimmy G, you know what I'm saying, was really, I felt like he was ducking and dodging that question, but you guys can let me know what you guys think in the chat. I really thought he was ducking and dodging that. Where's that comment? Yeah, I'm looking for this comment because we got to talk about that for sure. That part. Circus talked about, I predict 20 knockouts, 5 stabbings, and 50 arrests, 100 fans being escorted out to this to the Raider Wider. And look, that's the reason, and this is the reason, people. This is the reason why we ain't got access to the joint practice. Because as soon as Max Crosby slap up one of them offensive linemen, and that offensive lineman getting his feelings, then they gonna all come together. And if it get too nasty, you know how we get. we might jump borders and really get at it. I forgot what somebody remind me, but I remember there was and it was not too long ago. It was maybe like a year or so ago. That happened at a joint practice. I think it was like a Cowboys something, and the you know what I'm saying? Of course, the players got into it because, hey, if my boy's in the fight, we getting into it. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de whoop, da-da-da-da-da. But the fans started jumping the little, you know what I'm saying, the little rope that they got. You know what I'm saying? I remember like Napa used to be this like little like cord they used to put out. And it's like, oh, you guys can't cross this line and da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, hey, when it get real, hey, like they say, F them picks. Hey, people was like, F that line. For real. And that's how it gets. Look, you got your head gotta be on a swivel when the Niners and the Raiders get together for anything. It could be somebody's wedding, it could be somebody's bar mitzvah, it could be somebody's gender reveal. If the Niners and Raiders is coming together, you look for something to pop off. You know what I'm saying? Look, somebody, again, like Circus said, somebody gonna mess around, get stabbed, somebody gonna be fighting. You know what I'm saying? I remember a lot of times with, at O.co, you know what I'm saying? I used to try to sit in the lower bowl, you know what I'm saying? But, there'd be plenty of times, man, I'd be like, look up and just see a whole bunch of you know what I'm saying, going at it. Did you see the yellows, you know what I'm saying, trying to do what they do? But that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, and I'm just gonna say my opinion in regards to Niners, man, some of them God, are like the most, like, if you want to say, like, if I want to rank like the most annoying fans, like, the Niners are definitely top on my list. Like, I and because I know football, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the NFL, you know what I'm saying? I know players, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those people. I'll ask you one question, and that one question will let me know all I need to know about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it comes to like NFL teams and stuff like that. Like, I'll ask you one question, and that'll let me know all I need to know about you. And a lot of these Niner fans, I swear, like, they are the most loudest, non-knowing football, you know what I'm saying, jersey wearing, flags, you know what I'm saying? God, don't even get me started on that. They can't even spell their quarterback's last name, and they got, you know, a whole lot to say, man. Salute to you, NFL Live. Good to see you, man. Blessings to you. Again, I take this time. You guys definitely, if you guys have not, please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Click the like button, and you know, click the notification bell so that you're notified, because I do go live on a random. Sergey says, I think it's the Cowboys Rams practice. Yeah, I think it was like on ESPN, they was talking about, because at that time it was actually, they had like actually a few joint practices that were going on. You know what I'm saying? They had a few joint practices that were popping off, and I think actually that day, I think both of the joint practices that they were highlighting, both of those joint practices, it got into a fight, but that Cowboy one was the worst. That Cowboy one was the worst. But yeah, them Niner fans get on my last. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Gravy's Top Shelf Oils. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself right. Get yourself tight. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Get you some Gravy's Top Shelf Oils. You know what I'm saying? Get, you know what I'm saying? If you want to pull that girl, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and stay lubricated. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say stay hydrated, but you know what I'm saying? Stay lubricated with Gravy's Top Shelf Oils. Put it on whatever, put the oils on whatever you want to put the oils on. Do it till you're satisfied. But you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be for your hair. It's supposed to be for, you know, for your beard, and you know what I'm saying, for your facial stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, if that's what you into, you know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. But shout out to Gravy. And Dirty Raider, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Blessings. I hope all is well with you. Thanks for showing up and pulling up to the live, man. Thank you. Ozzy, man, good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, we talking about these Niners preseason. They are on our dirt. They are on our turf. You know what I'm saying? And for me, because I just don't like the Niners, I want them to whoop them even in joint practice. You know what I'm saying? I want them to whoop them. And I'll say this regarding, because we were talking about our defense. You know what I'm saying? We talked about our defense, and we talked about how, you know what I'm saying, our defense, you know, reporters are out there, and actually I'm going to be dropping a video about some of the stuff that we're doing, some of the reports that have been coming out in camp. Stay tuned for that. But there's a whole lot of reports of our defense actually being active. You know what I'm saying? They're intercepting, they're getting their hands on balls again. Remember, I don't pause. I press play. So, you know, they're getting hands on balls, they're intercepting, they're being active. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good reports are coming out on our defense. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them have been, the reports that I've been hearing is a lot of them, you know, Jimmy G was throwing a good amount of those picks, which is, again, and I said this in my other live, I'm not really too whatever about the interceptions in practice. Again, for the reasons that he's getting rapport with his wide receivers. He's also trying to test what he can get away with, what he can't get away with. And he needs to get all that. I'd rather have him get all that out of his system in in practice, in preseason, because we don't need that week 1 through, the end, right? So, with that being said, it's still a good thing that our defense is getting interceptions on our quarterbacks, but I'm really interested, and I can't wait to see what the reports are in camp regarding the other team. Is our defense, and we hear the saying, keep the same energy, right? I want to see our defense, the same interceptions, the same, all of those reports that came out that we were intercepting our quarterbacks. I want to see that same energy against, the competition. It could be the Niners, it could be the Blues Clues football team. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? If we're intercepting our quarterbacks, then we need to intercept the other team's quarterbacks. And if that doesn't happen, that may pause, and here goes some content for somebody, it may cause a situation to ask, was it really the defense? Or was it the quarterback play? I'm not gonna say Jimmy G, because again, there's multiple quarterbacks in there. But is it our defense or is it the quarterback play? So I hope that these beat writers that are out there, because the beat writers are there, but the fans and they can't be at camp. So I hope that same interception, I'm not saying the same amount, but it should be Marcus Peters pick somebody off, or I'm saying, a great tip drill by the ball was tipped by Spillane and Epps cleaned it up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the situation is, I want to see those reports. I want them to match up, because if they don't, you know what I'm saying? If they don't, then for some, I'm not saying specifically for me, for some that might be a cause for not panic, but definitely a concern. So you guys, I want you guys to tell me what first of all, what you guys want to see in camp? Because I think that's where we were going. Well, that's what I was talking about too. Was talking about camp. You know what I'm saying? And what I want to see at camp. I want to see that same. And I'll say it again. I want to see our defense. What I've been hearing about our defense. I want to see that. It doesn't have to be the exact. It could be better. But you know what I'm saying? I want it to be. I don't want it to be we play like this against our quarterbacks and then this is how we played against other competition. If the defense is even slightly better than last season, yep. You know, and Omar, it's not just only our defense. I think there's definitely, and I'll say this, there's definitely been some upgrades when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to our team. But again, it all has to come together, you know what I'm saying, on the field. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it looks good on paper. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we've always said, yes, it looks good on paper, but they got to put it together on the field. Yeah, Circus, that Trevor Lawrence situation, yeah, that was part of it, the coaching. That's why I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, that's why I'm glad that he was able to get when they got Doug Peterson over there. I was like, yeah, that's a better option, definitely. And again, I like Trevor Lawrence as a player. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, again, just overall, I think the Jaguars are actually, I think the Jaguars are actually a good team. They were just, I know definitely last year they were a fairly young team. You know what I'm saying? They were very young. So they might actually look out this year, because I think they'll definitely. I'm not going to say they're going to make a complete run, but they'll definitely improve from what they did last year, and they did. You know what I'm saying? They did beat the Chargers. So yeah, that look, and did what they did. So I mean, and they're in a good place. So they have. I mean, they can always go down, but I think, coming in second year again, just kind of similar to what some of the players that we have on our team, they will improve. But what do you guys want to see? I want the ball back quick. Hey, I feel you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Go out there, defense. You know, give them good three, and tell them to take a seat. I'm taking you. You're talking about you want them to punt it to us. Yeah. And let me say this: it better not be Keisha Cole. Y'all know, y'all know how I feel about Keisha Cole. Okay. I think Clinton and Curtis, McClendon Curtis actually feels better passes than Keelan Cole. Have y'all seen that video? Y'all seen that video of McClendon Curtis catching a punt? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the boss with the sauce is in the building. Yes, right. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you, Alfredo. Willie Wayne, blessings to you, man. So what do you guys want to see in preseason in the game? Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game. What do you guys want to see in the game? Tell me, who do you want to see? Who you want to see? Who you want to see at QB? Who you want to see at QB? You know what I'm saying? Tell me. Do you want to see Jimmy G? Do you want to see, you know what I'm saying, old man Hoyer? Tell me, and if you want, you know, break it down. Tell me, Jimmy G, one play. You know what I'm saying? Or Hoyer, the whole game. Hell no. But hey, your opinion is your opinion. Put it down in the chat. Tell me who you want to see and break it up. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the chat, y'all. Hey, Willie Wayne said, put AOC out there. Put Aiden O'Connell out there. Look, and I'll get into that as soon as you guys. OJ Raider said, I want to see of Hoyer. We know what it is. Alfredo said he want to see Jacorian Bennett. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I look. That's one player I'm definitely excited to see. You know what I'm saying. I'm definitely excited to see him. You know what I'm saying. I've heard so much. You know what I'm saying, hype around this player about him being fast and him, you know what I'm saying, moving up the depth chart and, you know, the unofficial, you know what I'm saying, depth chart, you know what I'm saying? So I want to see it for myself, you know what I'm saying? Of course I saw, you know what I'm saying, what he was doing in college and that looked good, but again, we have to see how he adjusts, you know what I'm saying, playing against the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? And again, he's a rookie. You got to put it in perspective. So, but it is encouraging to hear that, you know, guys like that maybe we didn't necessarily think that was going, you know, think was going to make any major noise. They might have played a piece in what we thought. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys that are coming out are actually carving big roles for themselves. Tell me who you want to see. J Dog said he wants some seasoning on his chicken. You know what I'm saying? He said he wants to see McCormick. With all that hype, that they put around Sincere McCormick, you know what I'm saying? They held him, you know what I'm saying, on the practice squad for a reason. You know what I'm saying? the person that I remember, and I know there's a few other players that they kind of did that, but they had a punter, and some of you guys might put it in the chat, but there was a punter that was on our practice squad for a while, and some people didn't recognize or didn't know why they had a punter just chilling on the practice squad. And that punter actually became one of our main guys. He made it to the 53 and became our punter. Let me see if somebody gets it in the chat. Somebody get it in the chat. Shout out to Raphael. Good to see you, man. Blessings to you again. Prayers for you and your family. Man, I'm so happy, man. Your birthday was the other day. Mine is on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Is Leo season. That's what they call it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. So that punter, you guys, was Marquette King. Marquette King was on the practice squad, and then he became our full-time punter. Give y'all a brown cracker salute on this day. Willie Wayne said, Zeus got to step up. And I'll tell you this, because I'm a supporter of Zeus. I believe he will. I believe that the issue with Zamir White was that he needed to get in the film room. I think what needs to be corrected was in the film room. And if he's able to do that, on top of, and this works out for him, Josh Jacobs is not here. So who's getting more snaps? Zeus is. So he's not only getting the film, you know what I'm saying? It's his second year in the offense, so now he knows what's expected. And then he's getting reps that he didn't get last year. You know what I'm saying? So I think Zeus is definitely going to make a jump. You guys are going to be, you know what I'm saying? The potential that we saw, you know what I'm saying, from the draft to the little flashes here and there that we saw every once in a while when he did get out there on the field, I think we're going to see more of that. I think we're going to see more of that. And I'm a fan of Zeus. I'm not saying, and I'm not saying, let me clarify that. I'm actually wearing, let me see. Y'all know who I got? 2-8. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan of Josh Jacobs, you know what I'm saying? And I want Josh Jacobs to be here. But, hey, Zeus is getting his run. And I'm not saying he's going to take over for Josh Jacobs if that happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get Josh Jacobs out of here at all. Not at all. I want Josh Jacobs here. But this goes towards Zeus's development. Now, and I said this last year because I could see it, you know what I'm saying? I could see it ahead. If we could get something like Cleveland, you know what I'm saying, where they had Chubb and well now Hunt is, hunting for a job. But, with Chubb and Hunt, where either one could get the job done for you, and we can run you like that if we want to. That's what I saw. Not saying that that's going, that's exactly what's going to happen, but that's what I saw when it came to Josh Jacobs and Zeus being in the backfield, you know what I'm saying, or being, on the roster together. Like, okay, Josh Jacobs, you go. Okay, Zeus, get in there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Josh Jacobs, it's time. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Zeus, do your thing, dog. You know what I'm saying? All right. And we need short distance. It's third and 1, and we want to run this. Josh Jacobs, go ahead. Because we know you can get that one for sure. Okay, we want to bust it wide open. You know what I'm saying? Let's swing it and let Zeus get on the outside. You know what I'm saying? All of that flexibility can happen. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that will, you know what I'm saying, Zeus makes that jump, and then we have Josh Jacobs back. And definitely, if that's the case, then you'll hear me on this channel. I will be asking for Brandon Bolden to hit the end of the road. Yeah, you know what? I got to actually look that up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who number 47 is, but that number has been coming up. I've been seeing it a lot in chats. And I'm not sure who that number is. But remember this. There's so many players out there at camp that these numbers are, like, some numbers are definitely solidified, but some of these numbers, they got funky numbers just because that's the only number that's available. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't surprise me, and I'm just using this as an example. It wouldn't surprise me to see a tight end with the number 47, or you know what I'm saying? Like it could just be whatever at this point, because again, you have 90 something players. You know what I'm saying? You have 90 players out there typically. And then, you know what I'm saying, how many numbers you got? 99? No, 98. Because I don't think anybody can have 0. So nobody can have 0. And then obviously 100's not a number. So you have 1 to 99. You know what I'm saying? So there ain't that many options when you got 90 people on the field and 99, 89. I mean, no, 98. Sorry. Here I go with bad math. I went to public school. 98 jerseys to give out. So yeah, that is what goes on at camp. So yeah, don't worry about that. And I'll tell you this, unless, well, I wouldn't even buy a jersey either at this point. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like a Max Crosby or something like that, you want to definitely get you one of those. But if you get one of these rookies, I will wait on it because you don't even know what number they'll eventually get. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, boo. Hey, boo.
Shout out to my boo. Good to see you. But yeah, like there's a lot. Yeah, that number gets taken up too. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who had that. I forgot who had that number. I think it was like our long snapper or something. You guys don't forget to be a donor. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are interested in being a donor, the link is actually in the chat. Thank you, D, for pulling that up for me. But anytime I'm live and I don't even say it, all you gotta do is put !DON in the chat, and it should pop up for you. Definitely. So you guys, I want to let's look at the chat. Let me see if I missed anybody's question. Okay, you 2 weeks, Virgo. Okay. That's what's up, man. To be honest with you, there's a lot of August birthdays in the Raider Nation. I forgot. There's a whole bunch of Raider, like content creators that are definitely in August. I believe it's me, another person that we won't name, but I know who it is. Dirty is in August. Who else? Raphael. There's somebody else. There's like a good group of us that are all in August. Because I remember one time we were sitting live and like everybody was like, "Yeah, my birthday is da 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 da." Yeah, and actually, my family, 3 out of the 4, in my family, are in August. Yeah. My dad's, my sister, and then me. So yeah, that something there. I don't know what it is. Maybe somebody can give me a hypothetical breakdown or astrology or something as to why a whole bunch of YouTubers are in August, but whatever. We are here. So hey, what do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see out of this game? You know what, OJ? I would like to say that, but I think as a rookie, I think he should get his run. You know what I'm saying? I really think that he should get his run. Cuz he has to it's not like he's a starter and he's been in the NFL, right? He has to acclimate to the speed. And I'm not saying that he's slow or anything, but there's a lot of things that he can learn in preseason that would help him, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to week 1. So I think it might, even though he might be penciled as a starter, if I was in that position, I would put him out there. Now, like Marcus Peters, yeah, he was set, for reasons that we all can explain and know. Just of him being the older cornerback and stuff like that, you kind of want to preserve him. Yeah, Raphael, that's who I got too. But we shall see. We shall see. Again, everything is very fluid when it comes to preseason. Preseason is always it has its ups and its downs. You know what I'm saying? One player will be talked about well, then all of a sudden it gets quiet on them, and all of a sudden another player comes up, and so and you also have to be mindful of media and what they're trying to feed us, and I call it the propaganda. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, take in the information, but definitely build your own perspective. And as we pause, you know what I'm saying, and take a moment, go ahead and hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have not, please subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We are here, and I try to provide the best, content as possible for you guys as we go forward within the nation. I have I'm gonna probably do another live, not today, but I'll be talking about some of our starters. Some of our starters. So I'll ask you guys this. You guys heard about the defense. You guys heard about the defense playing well. You know what I'm saying? What would be what would be uh what would be your what would be a red flag for you guys, or something that you guys would be like, if you saw it in camp? What would be, I don't want to say a red flag, but what would be something that you'd be like, nah, if that happened, we need to be worried? My boo said he wants to see our defense continue to make plays. I agree with you. I said it earlier, and I don't know if you were here when I said it, but I want to see a consistency of, you know what I'm saying, of our defense. Yes, and I'll say this too. The defense is going to have their day, and the offense is going to have their day. But I want to hear some they got some hands on some balls, they got some interceptions, you know what I'm saying, some tips, I don't think they're going to be doing too many. Well, I think they might be no, I don't think they're going to. I don't think it's going to be too physical where they're going to be like, doing fumbles. But if they can, strip the ball and work on all that, that's what you want. Circus says, I want to see our defense stop making. Uh-huh. Yeah. We don't need dude taking off the DoorDash shirt, you know what I'm saying, and put on a jersey and come out there looking like, you know what I'm saying, a created NFL, you know what I'm saying? You know, like when you play the NFL, like if you play Madden and you create a player, like we don't want DoorDash dude, you know what I'm saying, to come out there and look like a created player at all. I feel you. Improve special teams. You know what? To be honest with you, I think our special teams, I think it will improve because I think Tucker is actually going to boost our, you know what I'm saying, boost our play offensively. If we and you guys know me. If we can get Keelan Keisha Cole off special teams, we've improved already. Okay. And just my opinion. Here we go, boo. I'm gonna say your word. In my opinion, I'm fine with Renfro doing punts. Cause there's I and I say it like this. There's something special about Renfro in punts. If you really watch his punts, like there's something special. I'm not saying he's taking it, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, he took a few to the house, but it's not like, it's not like one of those like Devin Hester or something like situations or, Priest Holmes or Priest Hall. I forgot the guys in Kansas City. It ain't like that, but there's something special. He has this shakeability that I've seen, and this was just my observation. He was like a block away from taking a few to the house. And some people just have a natural gift for that. And I think that's as much as we needed him offensively, you know what I'm saying, as a receiver, I think he'll actually work well as our punt return. Now, if they use Tucker, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be mad if they trotted, you know what I'm saying, if they trotted Renfro out there. Hey, that is a possibility. But, to be honest with you, he has to play. And he barely gets play. So that's why I wonder, like, well, yeah, let me get off of that. I just I don't care for Brandon Bolden for having him as a roster spot. Hey, I'll say this about the presser, about Marcus Peters' presser. It was a fresh wind because he went up there, you know what I'm saying, said a couple of, you know what I'm saying, cuss words, you know what I'm saying. He was him, you know what I'm saying, he was him. But I'm glad that he said, this is one thing that really stuck out to me. He said, I'm not Marshawn. You know what I'm saying? And the journey that Marshawn went on, you got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect that. You got to respect the journey that Marshawn went on. But that journey that Marshawn went on is not the same one that Marcus is on. You know what I'm saying? And as much as we want to put them together, they're their own people. And I think, and as I'm saying that, I think that's something that also just overall we need to know and understand just in general. You know, one person is not the other. And we do it all the time. We always want to group people in. We always want to classify, oh, this is this group, or this is them, or this is, you know what I'm saying? We always want to group people instead of allowing them to be the individuals that they are. There might be some similarities, but they're their own people. And I hope Marcus Peters continues to do what I've been hearing in camp. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the interceptions and all of that, but how he's taking players under his wing and you know what I'm saying, giving them the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that is needed. You always, it just in general, just in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't only talk football, I talk about life. You know what I'm saying? In life, no matter how established you are, no matter how you know what I'm saying, how well you think you are, you always need somebody to give you some game. You know what I'm saying? To give you some knowledge, to give you some wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And if Marcus Peters can come in, you know what I'm saying, be him, because you know, that I don't think you're going to get that out of him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that he's him, because again, the best person you can always be is yourself. But if he can give them the game, teach them how, you know what I'm saying, how to navigate on the field, you know what I'm saying, maybe give them a couple of, you know, life lessons, maybe something he went through his career as a young person that he can pass on to them to make them better, to make Jacorian Bennett better, to make Hobbs better. You know what I'm saying? All those guys that are under him, you know what I'm saying, in age and tenure, I'm for it. If we can create, you know what I'm saying, more ball hawks like Marcus Peters and you know what I'm saying, a Meeks, and you know what I'm saying, and get those guys on a different vibe and a different mentality where, you know what I'm saying, hey, the ball's in the air and that's mine. Look, I'm with it. We definitely got to do this. You know what I'm saying? Turnovers. That was one of the main things that they were talking about. They were saying that they wanted things to be, they wanted, you know what I'm saying, the guys to come in, and they wanted us to be disruptive. And the guys that they brought in via the draft and free agency, they all have that ability. That one, I don't know. I and that's your that's again that's your opinion. I think I think Sims will make the team, and I think it's because of his physical ability. At outside of Da, and I think maybe Jacoby, we don't have too many tall receivers. So for versatility reasons, I think Cam Sims might actually make the team. And to be honest with you, I think that coverage wise, when it comes to special teams, I think Cam Sims is actually better than Keelan Cole. But your opinion is your opinion. Hey, and again, we shall see. We shall see. But definitely for me, I do not want to see Keisha Cole catching any punts. For real. Red zone improvements. I think with the offense that we have, I mean the offense we had last year was actually I felt it was fairly decent, but I think we've improved there. I think there's a lot of things we addressed. Again, going back around to the second time around with our offensive line, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we don't see this carousel of offensive linemen. I hopefully they solidify that line and let them unify and let them gel and let them, you know what I'm saying, get that time in, you know what I'm saying? And I think our red zone will improve. I hate to say this, but probably. And I I don't care for it, but one thing this organization does is that they have a tendency to lean towards their veterans before they go to their rookies. And there's something, and I'm over here trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out why Brandon Bolden is here. There has to be a reason as to why Brandon Bolden is still hanging around um, on this roster. He, you know, he is like Gumby when it comes to, uh, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to punt returns and stuff like that. Like he's very fluid, and I think that's what makes his elusiveness or his shakeability like even more like. I think people try to think he's going a certain way, and then he's like, there I go, there I go. But it works for him. That awkwardness or however he moves, it it works for him. Yeah, that's look. I really wish he would go. And there's a lot, and I'm not, and it's crazy because I'm not the only one. There's a whole lot of people that are like, dude, why is Brandon Bolden still on this team? Yeah, that part. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Peters is again, he doesn't want to be in the shadow of Marshawn. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's another thing that a reason why he said what he said is he doesn't want to. He's probably lived in that shadow because again, he's the younger cousin, but again, he runs into those issues. Yeah, it really comes down to um yeah, just think about that for the Marcus Peter and Marshawn situation. Like, think about if all you out there intercepting, you out there doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, you balling, you playing for competitive teams, you know what I'm saying, and every time you get up to the podium, they asking you about your cousin. You know what I'm saying? Every time they hitting you up, they asking you about your cousin. You you would definitely get you would definitely be mad. And that's where you know I could see. I'm not saying I know for sure that's how he feels, but I could see how that could be an issue. Shout out to SC Experience, my boy Eric. Good to see you, man. Blessings to you. Salute. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get you on, man. Uh, soon. We gotta work on something, man. For real. Um, I got a few ideas. Um, but good to see you. D Menace again is out there with the yes. You know what I'm saying? Because again, yes, or outdoors is out and active. That's right. If you are interested in fishing, you know what I'm saying, or outdoors, definitely hit that link. Yes, or outdoors. Please subscribe. Um, and get involved. If you're just interested, you know what I'm saying, fishing may not even be your thing, but if you're just interested in checking it out, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and subscribe to Yes or Outdoors. So, yep. Uh, as I go at this again, you guys, I want you guys to definitely do this. Ask Twuan. If you have any Raider or life related questions, put it down in the comment section with hashtag all caps Ask Twuan, and I will look at your question and I will answer your question in a video. And again, stay tuned because I actually have an Ask Twuan coming to you shortly. So yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, I'm still waiting. I'm still hoping to hear some reports out of this camp. Um, put a 1 in the chat if you think Jimmy G is going to play on Sunday. Put a 0 in the chat if you don't think Jimmy G is going to play Sunday. My birthday. I think this is the second. I think this is the second. Yeah, because there was I think there was a game on my birthday the other year or a couple of years back. Yeah. SC said nah. D Minute said nah. J Dog said yeah. Get Jimmy in there. Circus said starters typically don't play until the third. J Dog said versus his favorite team. I mean his former team. Sorry. Here I go. Slip. J Dog said maybe a few plays. Hey, I mean, like I said, the way McDaniels came out and was like, like I said, I felt like he was ducking and dodging the question. So since he was ducking and dodging the question, I don't know if he was, but I will say this because it is a joint practice. The ones do get you know, a lot of running reps. So do they have to necessarily go out there, you know what I'm saying, Sunday and do it? That is the question. That is the question. Yeah, that definitely is a possibility. They, the you I know for me, I would love for a quarterback to continue to get the rapport with his wide receivers. Um and again, we don't see much. The beat writers are telling us as much as they could possibly tell us, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously there's certain things that they filter for for specific reasons, but you have these beat writers that are telling us this, and then we see these little clips of you know Jimmy G throwing fairly short passes. um you know what I'm saying? I don't think I and I haven't seen anything, um any video in regards to um you know some down the field throws from our starting quarterback. But um, I think that's one of the things that we shall see if these you know what I'm saying, if these reporters, you know what I'm saying, drop a nugget and let us know what's going on. Good to see you, man. Blessings to you. Good to see you. Salute to you. I believe this is your. I think this is the first time I saw you in here. But again, enjoy. We're talking about preseason. We're talking about obviously the Raiders, and expectations and all of that great stuff. Please, if you have not subscribed, you know what I'm saying, and click the notification bell so you're notified when I go live. And definitely you're free to join the conversation. I think it's always been a yard after catch, situation. But again, we have to, keep that in a perspective too. And hopefully, all pieces, because remember, it's not just, the wide receiver and quarterback. There's other factors that go involved with that. So hopefully all those pieces come together so that we're able to, get a lot of, like you said, yards after catch. Definitely. Any other rookies you guys want to see? Any other rookies? Put the rookies of who you're interested in seeing in the chat. I know someone talked about Jacorian Bennett. I know that's one because of all the reports that have been coming out about how well he's been doing in camp and how well he's been handling what's been thrown at him. You know what I'm saying? In camp. I want to get my eyes on that. Definitely. Not worried about the deep ball. Okay. I mean, there's no. To be honest with you, it's not necessarily a big concern. But it's something that again you would like to have, and it doesn't have to be all the time, but just and there's been a lot of quarterbacks that weren't really the best at, the best at the deep ball, and still won games. So definitely. So do you want to see a Kuntz signing? You know what? It's been very quiet. It's been very quiet on the Kuntz front. That could be a good thing. Because remember last year, Kuntz was getting yelled at. You know what I'm saying? That could be a good thing. But it also can be a bad thing. I said this on record after the draft that Nesta Jade Silvera was actually my favorite draft pick. I like Nesta. What I saw on tape, if he can put all that together, he can be a problem in the middle of our defense. And I hope that he ends up growing and maturing and panning out. And I hope that this organization allows him the time, you know what I'm saying, to grow into that. Because again, he's a seventh round. Sometimes the patience is shorter the farther you get back in the draft, you know what I'm saying, on players. I hope they actually allow him some time, because I think he and him and Neil Farrell. I think him and Neil Farrell in the middle. Yeah, you're not going to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna. Eventually, you ain't gonna be able to run on them guys. Playing the game with shooting ladders while going live. Look, I hey, it is what it is, man. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. 3rd and 1. Look, especially if we have JJ back there, or you know what I'm saying. I like it. I like Amir Abdullah. And those that know me from last year, Amir Abdullah can get the job done. Don't sleep on Amir Abdullah. Go watch. I'll tell you right now. Go watch some Detroit Lion highlights. Give you an idea what he can do if you didn't see what the little things that he did for us last year. Remember I was talking about how Renfro was 1 block away from taking it to the house. Same thing with Abdullah. They would do a screen pass, and if he had 1 or 2 blocks, he would have been to the house. And again, you know, they would always give the little stupid the screen pass when it was like 3rd and 15 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And he had to try to get as many yards as he could, but that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, the situation. Per source, Angel Cole's network only. Look at his hands. Buster. Hey, whatever it is to get it done, get it done. I don't care how it gets done, just get it done. Get it done. If you don't mind, and I'll ask you, if you don't mind, yeah, I see that. If you don't mind, man, if you want me to pray for you, man, I could pray for you right now. I just want your permission. So if you say, yeah, that's cool, you know, definitely I will pray. But if you want something more behind the scenes, you can hit me up on IG at Twuan. It's actually scrolling across the screen down there on the bottom. Yeah. Hey, you guys, real quick. He asked for prayer for his family, and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna do that. So if you guys can just um respect the time. If you guys are, you know what I'm saying, of faith, you know what I'm saying, you can pray with me, or you know what I'm saying, if you're not, just, you know, send your positive thoughts towards Raider Chaos. Um Gracious and Father, Lord, we thank you, Lord, for this day. We thank you, Lord, for um just allowing to be able to see and inhale and exhale, and breathe, Father God. We thank you, Lord, for life. And Father God, we ask you, Lord, in the name of Jesus, to touch Raider Chaos and his family, Father God. I don't know all that's going on, but I know that you know all that's going on. And Father God, I just ask you, Lord, to bless his family as they go through this process, uh, knowing that things may be tough, but with you, things will be better. And Father, we're just trusting in you, that you will do what you will in their lives, whether it's financial, whether it's healing, um, whether it's comfort. Give them strength, Father God, as they go through this time, um, and allow the family to even grow together, and be stronger, um, and unify, even in this time of you know, of trial. We just trust you, Lord, and we know that with you, all things are possible. And we're just asking to bless all um, that are involved. These things we ask in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you guys for allowing me to do that. Again, Raider Chaos, if you have IG, hit me up on IG. Um, you know what I'm saying? If you want to talk, or you know, you need to, you know what I'm saying, just you know, just have a conversation. I'm here for that. So you can definitely hit me on IG at Twuan TWUAN, and then we can definitely talk and continue to pray about it. Um, and hopefully, again, things will be better. And I'm praising the Lord, um, in expectation for the blessing that is on its way. So thank you for allowing me to do that. And those that are on this channel, and on this live, I thank you for respecting that time too. Yeah. Thank you, Jesse, for putting that in the chat. Thank you for putting my IG out there. The link is there. Hey, love you too, man. Much love, and all that, man. Um, please make sure you subscribe, and stay linked into to this channel. This is what this channel's about, man. I can talk Raiders, I can talk, you know what I'm saying, I can talk life, you know what I'm saying, but I'm concerned for everybody within the nation, and whatever you guys are going through. You know what I'm saying, I'm here to do what I can to support. Milka Beezy, good to see you, man. Blessings to you today. Hope all is well. Dark, good to see you today, man. Blessings. Thank you for pulling up. You guys make sure. So we were talking about seeing Kuntz, Jacorian Bennett. Um, what on a level of 1 to 10? How excited are you to see Trey Tucker? From 1 to 10, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. How excited are you to see Trey Tucker? Okay. A 3. And 10 is the highest. Remember, 10 is the highest. So ten is the highest. Dark says 8. Okay. Jesse says 7.5. He said he's more excited about, I believe you're talking about the tight end, because you know we got 2 of them. We got Mayer, Mayer is actually the tight end, and then Myers, who's the wide receiver. OJ said 9. Tubi, good to see you, man. Blessings, man. He said a 7. Yeah, the tight end. Our rookie. Hey, don't worry about it. It's confusing. Every time we talk about, you know what I'm saying, Mayer and Meyer, it gets mixed up, man. You know, my hot dog has a first name. I'll just wait. Somebody go clip that, but whatever. We don't pause. We press play. So D-Menace, where was it at? Oh, Dark said speed kills. That's right. And you know what? To be honest with you, we've been hearing some good things about Trey Tucker. He's you know, he's definitely been moving up the roster, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing a lot of, you know what I'm saying, surprising. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us in our mind envision Trey Tucker just to do, you know, kind of be the special teams, you know, ace, you know, return guy, et cetera. But the reports that are coming out of camp is saying that, you know, Trey Tucker is actually carving a bigger role as we go. And as he grows, you know what I'm saying? Raider Ben, good to see you, man. Blessings to you. Salute. Thanks for coming in, man. So on the, like I said, from the scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to see, and 10 the highest, are you excited to see Trey Tucker? As you guys are putting that in there, I really would love to see Aiden O'Connell get a lot of snaps, because I think that's going to help his development in this offense. Remember, in preseason, it's not going to be exotic. You know what I'm saying? The offense is not going to be exotic. It's going to be the very basic, you know what I'm saying, of our scheme. You know what I'm saying? Of our terminology, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? It's really going to be basic. So if he can get that down, then he can get to the next level of progression as a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And if, you know what I'm saying, I hope that they drafted Aidan O'Connell to actually eventually be our guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's going to be our guy, but I hope that they're, you know, possibly, hey, he might be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Kind of situation. It definitely will help his development. And also, like I said, I would love to see Chase Garbers too, quarterback wise, because again, this is his second year. Sorry. This would be his second year in this offense. So learning, you know, taking a step from what he learned his first year. And let's see how that plays out. You know what I'm saying? On the field. See how that plays out on the field. Yeah. So you guys, I'm in the same boat with you. Yeah, I would like to see Aaron O'Connell take more snaps. Yeah, I want him to sling it, carve defenses. I want to know. Yeah, this is a time for him to get it. You know what I'm saying? Somewhat adjust to, because preseason is not exactly how the NFL week is going to be, but it's a step towards that. You know what I'm saying? College training camp, preseason games, week 1. That's the levels, okay? So, and we have to take it as that, especially for a rookie. He was in college. He's learning things in training camp. He's going against other competition. Because remember, that's a jump in itself. Going against other competition, because guess what? If I hang around you guys long enough, I know what you guys can do, and I know what you guys can't do. I know, and Cool Kev ain't in here, but I know Cool Kev, when he comes in, he's going to have a few dry jokes to put in the chat. And because I know that, my mind is already like, okay, Cool Kev go come in. He going to salute. Got a couple of dry jokes. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you know how somebody moves, then you can move, right? So these quarterbacks have seen, you know what I'm saying? These quarterbacks have seen this defense. And they know our defense on their deficiencies. They know, you know what I'm saying? So, and vice versa. But when you go against somebody that you don't know, or in preseason, they don't really give you too much of a report on a team, you know, like they do week 1. Week 1, they give you a whole, okay, we're going against the Donkeys. The Donkeys got da-da-da-da-da. They got this going on with them. Injuries is da-da-da. There's a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying? They got professionals that break down week to week, you know what I'm saying? A schedule of what the other team is about. That really doesn't happen much in preseason. So you're just going out there and you're reacting off of, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you have your script, but you're going off of the play and what you see on the field. Raider Romeo, good to see you. Blessings to you, man. Salute. So, with that being said, I want Aiden O'Connell to get all of that. And that's why, for me, even for these 3 preseason games, if they threw out Jimmy G, you know, just to kind of say, hey, we got the starter out here with the ones and, you know, one series or whatever, however long they want to do that, that's fine. But to be honest with you, I'd rather just see Aiden O'Connell and Chase Garbers. However you want to play it out. You want to put Chase Garbers in, you know what I'm saying, the first half and let Aiden O'Connell close it out, or vice versa, right? This week, Aiden O'Connell, you first half, Garbers your second half. Next week, you know what I'm saying? Switch it. Just so, you know, whatever the situation may be. But just to get those repetitions. You know what I'm saying? To get the you know, help like Dark says, help him develop chemistry. Because whether he's our starter or not, you want that backup to have some type of familiarity with some personnel that's out there. He may not necessarily know the ones, but and I've seen this too. It's funny because I think Stidham did it last year because, you know, Stidham was the backup. So when Stidham started, you could tell that he was going to guys that would be on the second team. And hey, look, I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Get the completion, get the first down, get the touchdown. Let's move the chains. You know what I'm saying? But you could kind of tell he was, of course, you know, he would go to DA every once in a while, but he was hitting, you would tell he was hitting those second stringer guys. Why? Because when he was practicing, that's who he had. You know what I'm saying? Those were his guys. Those were the guys that he was familiar with. And it's something when you have a quarterback that's familiar with a certain wide receiver. That's why, you know what I'm saying, and I talk about this quarterback on our chat here. You know what I'm saying? That's why you had DC, and DC was familiar with Zay Jones, and you know what I'm saying? Because Zay Jones was in the park. You know what I'm saying? Getting those extra reps with him. You know what I'm saying? Why did DC love Seth Roberts? Because Seth Roberts was always, you know what I'm saying, after practice, getting those extra reps. You know what I'm saying? So certain things like that, the familiarity, the development, the getting down the calls and the terminology. They always do this in the preseason, and you know, they always have the, you know, call come in, and you know, Boger 3 with a tail flex, like all of that. He has to recite that and then know what's going on. And after knowing what's going on with the play, now he has to look at the field and say, okay, they're in cover 2. Okay, hike, look up again. Okay, they're still in cover 2. This guy should be open. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot of checks and balances from just throwing the ball to the respected receiver. You know what? That part, I think there's a lot of factors when it came to Stidham walking away. There's the money issue. I think he was actually going to get a bigger bag from leaving, but I felt like he had the opportunity to actually be what he ultimately wants to be, and that's a starter. Salute to Ray. Ray, good to see you, man. Blessings to you. Yeah. So yeah, just don't. Max is getting his work in now, but he ain't you ain't gonna see him. You ain't gonna see him week week the week 1 of the training camp. Definitely. But I am excited. I'm excited for seeing our guys line it up against somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I am excited. I am excited to see you know what I'm saying, our guys just go against other guys. And it happens to be my birthday on Sunday. So I'm just thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. And you guys know, I always do this on a live. I want to give you guys a good word. Whether it's a phrase or just a word or a saying or a thought. And today, my good word to you guys is appreciate the life you have. Appreciate the life you have. Your life may not be the best. It may not be where you want it to be, but appreciate where you are because it could be worse. And there's somebody out there that has it worse. So who am I to complain about the little things that may be going on in my life? And because life is not promised and life is not given, there was a saying, there was a saying that says, life is but a vapor. And if you think about a vapor, it's light, it's quick, it's fluid, and it's true. You could be here one day and gone another. You know what I'm saying? So be appreciative of the life you do have. And if you're able to inhale and exhale, that's far more than some people can say. If you can inhale and exhale on your own, that's far more than what some people can say. There's literally people right now in the hospital that are wishing they could breathe on their own. And sometimes we have to think in that perspective. So be appreciative of the life you have. And that is my good word for you guys on today. Again, if you guys have any Raider or life-related questions, put it in the chat with Ask Twuan. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag all caps Ask Twuan. And then I'll do a video on your question. And definitely don't be afraid to do that. Ask Twuan. If you need prayer again for you or your family members, go to IG. Hit me up on IG at Twuan, TWUAN, TWUAN. Again, your business is between me, you, and the Lord. I don't put your business out there in the streets. You ain't got to worry about me running my mouth to anybody else about what's going on with you. But come talk to me. And definitely on this channel, like we did today, with your permission, I will always pause. That's the only time I will pause. Is I'll pause for if someone is in need of prayer. And you guys know that I say this, that you are a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go, Raiders.
What up, hello?
Today is the day when our heroes of the past become our legends of the future. Time never really stops for the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember what great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Mac, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John could pursue his dreams. Tonight the 12 in a tribute to John Madden and Al Davis, who declared that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.